gotta doing the most. I gotta doing the most. Left, right, left, right, left, right. I gotta doing the most. Left, right, left, right, left, right. I gotta doing the most, doing the most. Most, 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 most. I gotta doing the most. Most, most, most. I gotta doing the most. Bend the thing over, girl, I wanna see. Do the little dance, you wear that for me. I ain't gon' judge if I get it for free. I won't be mad if you charge me a fee. OMG, I'm in love with your body. Have you ever thought about working it honest? Girl, you better not miss Pilates. Get to the bag and I heard for money. Only hit me up when you in the fuck. Any of your feelings not looking for love. The fact that I ain't met you in the club, that let me know that you knew what it was. You ain't got a man and ain't looking for one. Can't take you serious if we having fun. Oh, that's your ex, you ain't seen him in months. I gotta doing the most. 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 Left, right, left, right, left, right. I gotta doing the most. Left, right, left, right, left, right. I gotta doing the most, doing the most. Most, 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 most. I gotta doing the most. Most, most, most. I gotta doing the most.
Look top out the way. I know you know when I'm calling you up. Give me that little baby, I know what's up. I cannot just I'm gonna run it up. Rush when they catch you, the blood on your body. Hot tamale, that's specific different. You know that you poppin'. I'm all on them guns, baby girl, and I'm starting to doing the most. All this money, little shawty on go. Got a section in area 4. 4-4 is an area code. Take the number and pass to the bro. Made the money and ran on the hoe. Ran hit the flow and I tell her to go. Tell her to go. Go, she doing the most. Go, let's go. Only about doing the less. I only hang with the best. Talk to me, better talk with your chest. You think that I'm just to impress, but really I woke up fresh. Really I woke up like this. I do have to call it the press. Your girl grew up out of Vanessa. She do the most, yeah, she a pest. She do the most, yeah, she a bug. But I probably still give her some love. That's why I be in VIP coolin', cause you all do too much in the club. Niggas not moving like us. Shut up, you doing too much.
I gotta doing the most. 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 Left, right, left, right, left, right. I gotta doing the most. Left, right, left, right, left, right. I gotta doing the most, doing the most. Most, 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 most. I gotta doing the most. Most, 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 most. I gotta doing the most.
Liberals need to stop it. If you voted for transitioning children, then you don't need to argue with me about no politics. I'm sorry. If you voted for boys to be on girls' teams, then you can't debate with me about no politics. I'm sorry. You liberals sit here and cry about the illegals. Now y'all feel sorry about the illegals, but said nothing when the illegals was over here robbing people and raping children. Y'all was silent about that. But now when we take the illegals out of here, y'all want to care about the legals. How ass backwards is that? Seeing online, people like, oh man, these tariffs is going to tear everything down. The tariffs are going to make everything go up. These tariffs are bad. Great. I would expect a liberal to have a bad speculation, a negative speculation. Hey, when you're dealing with a boss, you got to be able to play hardball. Using this tariffs as negotiation so we can bring some of this money back to America. What else are you expecting people to do if other people not going to comply with us? Come on now.
The only people that's mad at Trump right now is the people that's looking for a handout. And the people that's stuck on that slavery shit. What our ancestors did. Our ancestors did what they did for us to be free. We're free now. Get up your ass, get a job.
A while ago, these leaders that they called leaders, this included Lena Horne, this included Dick Gregory, and this included comedians, comics, trumpet players, baseball players. Show me in the white community where a comedian is a white leader. Show me in the white community where a singer is a white leader, or a dancer or a trumpet player is a white leader. These aren't leaders. These are puppets and clowns that have been set up over the white community and over the black community by the white community, and have been made celebrities and usually say exactly what.
Shut your bitch ass up. Oh ass nigga.
I just texted my best friend. My best friend of 14 years. Literally half of my life. I'm 28. And I asked them who they voted for. They said Donald Trump. And they said, I'm assuming you voted the opposite. And I said, yes. And then my friend texted me and said, will you still be my friend? Half of my life, this person is my best friend. I just
Motherfuckers say, don't you have any pride? Man, growing up, motherfuckers laughed at me because I didn't speak Spanish good. Talk shit because I was white. It's like my mom was born in Mexico. She came here. She worked in the fields. My tias worked in the fields. My tios worked in the fields. My abuelita worked in the fields. I represent what the fuck they came here for. I'll be damned if I fucking don't stand on my 10 toes and represent my motherfucking flag. The flag that I fucking fought for, went to war for, served with Mexicans, Asians, blacks, all died for that motherfucking flag. If you want to be part of this country and you're fucking protesting, wave that motherfucking American
Get
flag.
this straight. Y'all gonna let Trump get all the credit for why we minding our business instead of realizing we had no allies in the first place? And y'all really want to say Kamala this. Y'all mad because Kamala not in office and not realizing you're going to do better under Trump. Okay, so he's going to keep it to just two genders. Wasn't we mad that the trans was playing in women's sports? Okay, and guess what happens when immigrants come in here and do the jobs that they say we don't want to do? No, my people have never not wanted to do the job. We fought for fair wages. And when they didn't want to pay us fair wages, they paid the immigrant. So guess what happens when all they leave and they say, well, the napkins don't want to do that job. We will. You just going to have to pay us. So you're going to do better. When you try and add everybody to the cookout and everybody to the party, guess what happens? Your mission gets diluted. Your purpose gets misconstrued. So get all these opinions out, and yes, we will do better. Because y'all need to know that nobody likes you. And y'all need to know that you could be successful on your own. And you need to know that you should be self-sufficient. And you need to know that nobody's going to save you but your people. And y'all are so sad about infiltrator that's not even black, that's Indian, from Jamaica, that was not going to do nothing for me, my people, us, nothing. Let it go. Yeah,
Hey, welcome back to the channel. All right, so listen, before we even get started, as y'all can see, my background is different. So I just have moved into a new spot and I don't got everything set up yet. But tonight we're gonna make it do what it do. We gotta do this. Man, I came across a few videos this past couple of days, man, that really had got on my damn nerves. Black folks, we got to have a conversation, man. When are we going to let this slavery shit go? And when I say let it go, I don't mean to just forget that slavery had ever happened. But a lot of us have these conversations about what happened in the past and racism. We talk about it so much to the point to where niggas don't even want to even hear it no more. I know me personally, I am sick and tired of the racism talk. I'm sick and tired of the victim talk. I'm tired of it. And I know that a lot of y'all are tired of it too. So many of us let these conversations and let things that happened damn near 100 years ago hold us back. I was panel hopping the other night, a few days ago, And this young man has said that with everything that has happened to black people in the past, why should we even try to do anything better? Why should we even try to start our own businesses? Because the white man is just going to come and tear it down anyway. And that is one of the reasons why I'm sick and tired of having these victimhood conversations. Everybody and their mama know, excuse me, that is not true. There is no white man behind the curtain that is pulling all of the strings. There's no white man that is sitting around waiting to tear down some random nigga's business. There is no white man doing that. But hearing that brother say that the other night, it made me think. I was like, damn, he can't be the only black person out here who actually thinks like that. I'm sure that it's maybe like 1 million or 2 million more black folks who think the same exact way. That is why I'm sick of these conversations. Which brings me to the first person that I'm about to bring up in this video. This is going to be a quick live. It's not going to be nothing long. But this brings me to this first person who is obsessed with victimhood that I want to talk about. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me get this all together real quick. Let me make sure I got it right.
And just because you have this skin tone, you have different rules that you got to abide by, or you can't be proud.
Oh man, my thing messing up. But anyways, brother, Kyrie Irving. Now, Kyrie Irving made some very, very interesting remarks about racism and slavery and the color of people's skin and things like that. And I just want for y'all to sit here and listen to this Negro bitch and moan and complain about racism. When I seen this video, I was like, bro, this nigga's crazy. Black folks are wanting to be victims so bad. We gotta let this shit go.
This society
to let it go. But I'm gonna let Kyrie Irving talk.
In this society, and just because you have this skin tone, you have different rules that you got to abide by, or you can't be proud of your history because you're this skin tone. Like, people really got killed because they were a different skin tone, bro. You know.
First of all, he said that we can't be proud of our history because we have this skin tone. Kyrie Irving, we have a whole damn month. A whole month that everybody has to acknowledge that the month of February is Black History Month. And anytime that it is Black History Month, damn near every black person that is on Facebook, Instagram, fucking X, every social media website, you have black folks talking about how it is Black History Month and how they are proud to be black. You never see any white person come out and say, nah, man, you know what? That's not cool. We don't like that. Kyrie, you got to stop this. White people are not thinking about us like that. But I'm going to let them finish.
How stupid that is. You know how ignorant you got to be to put somebody in a tree because they're black? It's probably the dumbest shit I ever heard, bro, to be honest with you. Like,
and what Kyrie Irving is not going to tell you, or maybe Kyrie just don't know, but white people actually had got hung too. And a lot of times back in the day, that was just the way that people had did things. If you had broke the law, you probably was going to get hung. Now, I know that a lot of y'all are like, man, hell no, man. Like there wasn't any white people that were getting hung. So I would tell the people who think that white people were not getting hung, I want for you to pull out your phone or get on your laptop or your computer and just do a quick Google search of white cargo. Just do a quick Google search of white cargo and look that up. And read what it says about white cargo and the white slaves that were brought from Britain over to America. They were treated just like black people. Just like black people back in those days. But I'm going to let Kyrie finish.
I say this from not an ignorant standpoint, by the way. So shout out to the educators. I'm not diminishing, what you put out there and what I've learned. I'm saying that it's one of the dumbest things ever. It really is. It really is, bro. You really don't like somebody because they're a different color.
And I'm not even mad at him saying that, because not liking somebody because they are a different skin color, yes, that is stupid. That is most definitely stupid. But these conversations are getting annoying. I'm tired of this shit. And I talk to so many other black folks as well who are tired of hearing these same old stories and talking points. It's 2025, my nigga. Let's move the fuck on.
They're a different religion, bro. That's the dumbest shit ever for me. I don't get along with people like that, bro. And I don't have time to listen to people like that. Literally, you're trying to downplay the fact of racism and then say, pick up your bootstraps and work harder when there's a whole system designed to oppress people that have darker skin tones.
I'm really hoping that one day somebody can tell me what this system is that is designed to keep people down who have a darker skin tone. Where is this system at? What can any white person do in America that I cannot do? What loan can a white person get that I can't get? What scholarship can a white person get if I get all A's and B's that I can't get? Systemic racism is bullshit in 2025. Now back in the day, you did have a case with Jim Crow and the civil rights era, things like that. Then I could understand people talking about systemic racism. But in 2025, brother, stop this bullshit. There is no systemic racism in 2025. If systemic racism had existed, niggas still would not know how to read. We would not have a library card. We would not have a driver's license. We wouldn't have any of that. And Kyrie Irving had made I actually had looked it up earlier. Kyrie Irving had made like $90 to $95 million last year. Now, this system that is designed to keep black people down had made this brother $90 to $95 million last year. Where the hell is this system at? Now, granted, he is a basketball player, but there are a whole lot of self-made black millionaires who don't play basketball and who don't rap. They just had worked their ass off to get to where they need to get to. I know that I ain't crazy. I know for a fact that I ain't crazy. But we keep on pushing this narrative that there is this thing such as systemic racism, which is all a lie. Let's see what else this nigga got to say.
So you can judge me when you see me at a basketball court. You can say all these nasty things. People have said nasty things to me before. I've heard people say different things to people before, but you don't even fucking know who I am.
All right, whatever. Whatever. I heard enough. This nigga. Let me see. Any comments? No comments as yet. But man, these are the conversations that I'm sick and tired of having. I'm sick and tired of having these stupid ass conversations about racism, systemic racism, and how the white man is out to get me, when that's not even the case. Now I got one more thing that I want to touch on before I get up out of here. In Pennsylvania, Allentown, Pennsylvania, this was a recent story, by the way. This happened yesterday or a couple days ago. Matter of fact, let me see. I need to get used to using this new software that I'm using. But we gonna make it do what it do, because I don't got all my stuff together since your boy had just moved into a new spot. But this lady,
a lie that is according
by the name of Latarsha, decided that she wanted to create a fake story where somebody had put a noose on her desk. Now, we've seen this before with the Jussie Smollett and even in the NASCAR situation that happened a few years ago. Black folks, we want to be victims so bad that we had to actually had to make up a story of somebody putting a noose on our desk. Y'all watch this shit.
a lie that is according to police. An Allentown city worker claimed that she found a rope tied like a noose on her desk at work. It sparked an FBI investigation as people wondered if this was a hate crime. Now investigators say the worker staged the whole thing. Police say it took intricate DNA testing to solve this case.
Look at these beautiful, well-dressed black folks. Something tells me that these people right here, that these well-dressed black folks do not believe that there is some white man somewhere doing something to hold them back or to hold them down. Maybe that is how they made it all the way to be on this news station right here on CBS News, Channel 3, Philadelphia.
Case in their minds. Good afternoon to you, everyone. We're also streaming live on CBS News Philadelphia. I'm Natasha Brown.
And I'm Siafa Lewis. Allentown police detailed exactly how they determined that this reported crime wasn't a crime after all. CBS News Philadelphia's Dan Snyder is in Allentown this afternoon for us, where charges were just announced. Good afternoon, Dan.
Siafa, Natasha, good afternoon. And yes, a shocking turn in this case that brought protests and demand for change to Allentown. Police now say they believe the woman that found that noose actually put it on her own desk.
That's a damn shame.
This item, resembling a noose, sparked outrage in Allentown when it was reportedly found on a city worker's desk in January. On Monday, police say they believe the person who found it put it there.
Latarsha Brown was charged with tampering with or fabricating physical.
And that's another thing too. Black folks, we got to stop naming our children these crazy ass names. Her name is Latarsha. Why can't we go back to naming our children regular names? Whatever happened to Andrew, Adam, Austin? Hell, even Tyrone is a decent black name. What about Kevin? What about Stephen, Steve, George, Ashley, Amanda, Savannah, Jamie? What the hell? Latarsha?
Evidence a misdemeanor of the second degree, and false reports to law enforcement.
LaTarsha Brown, a worker in the city's Department of Community and Economic Development, reported finding the noose on.
Hold on. Is that a federal building? Even if it's not a federal building, I know for a fact that they got cameras all up and through that building. Even whenever, I bet to get in that building that you have to scan a badge or something. Ain't nobody just actually just walking up in that building. I know that for a fact. You can tell just by looking at it. Look at that building.
On January 10th, Allentown police say they reviewed surveillance video and access records, interviewed other city employees, and asked for their DNA.
Every employee agreed except for Ms. Brown.
Police also say.
Oh, would you look at it? Every employee agreed to give up their DNA to see, to clear their name, that they had nothing to do with this noose being put on LaTarsha's desk. But LaTarsha denied.
Brown was initially cooperative with the investigation, but later asked it be discontinued. In late January, police say they obtained a warrant for Brown's DNA and submitted it to a state police lab for testing. 2 weeks ago, those results came back.
Ms. Brown's DNA matched the DNA profile obtained from the swabs of both the outer surface and inner knotted portion of the noose after it was taken apart.
As for the why, police aren't saying.
At this point, we're not going to discuss that.
The incident led to protests and demand for change at City Hall. Josie Lopez, a friend of Brown's who helped organize the rally, claims Brown has faced discrimination and.
Why is there always some crazy ass white liberal lady always having to jump in front of black people's issues? If there's a black person that is going through something inside of the court or just something, there's always some white liberal lady that probably don't even really know what the hell is even going on. All they see is just a black person in distress. And here they come to try to save the day. Go sit your ass down somewhere. Sit down. Sit all the way down. And don't get the fuck back up until somebody tells you to. These damn people.
Retaliation in the past and is adamant she's innocent. In a statement, she said in part, quote, "This is not just an attack on LaTarsha."
So this is not just an attack on LaTarsha. The same person who denied to give her DNA so that they could try to figure out who put this noose on her desk. But this is not an attack on LaTarsha. This is not just an attack on LaTarsha. When LaTarsha said, you know what? Let's just throw this case out. After she felt the walls starting to close in on her, now all of a sudden, she wants the case thrown out. Nah, LaTarsha, it don't work like that. Once you get the police involved and once you get the FBI involved, the cases like this just don't go away. Why do we want to be victims so bad, black people? Please tell me that. Why? Why us? Slavery was damn near 400, 500 years ago in America. Let it go.
This is a warning to anyone in Allentown who dares stand up against injustice. This is a smear campaign. This is retaliation. But Mayor Matt Turk believes the incident has helped bring the conversation over inclusion to the forefront at City Hall.
That has helped lead conversations. In
God damn. This brother got a nose on him. Good God Almighty. That ain't even a nose. That's a big ass. That's a big. God damn. That big ass oxygen sucker that he got, boy. This
about what it means to be inclusive, about what it means to respect each other's employment, and that will continue.
Now, city leaders would not comment on the future of Brown's employment status with the city. We did make attempts to reach out to Brown for comment on the situation. So far, we have not heard back. We'll send it back.
Of course not. And you're not going to hear anything back because she is embarrassed. That's why. You're not going to hear nothing back because she's embarrassed. Listen, I know I said a lot tonight, and this was a quick live. It wasn't really even planned out for real. So if it came off as a little bit unorganized, that's because it was. This wasn't planned. Black people, stop this. We are not victims. Repeat with me. Repeat after me. We are not victims. We are not victims. We are victors. Stop the racism talk. Stop blaming everything on the white man. Stop. I got a homeboy right now. Well, matter of fact, I wouldn't even call him a homeboy anymore. This dude sits at home all day while his girlfriend goes to work. And all he does is smoke weed and play video games all day. And he keeps on having these same old dumbass conversations about how white people are racist and how white people are out to get black folks. This is why I had to stop hanging out with the nigga. Because he's not doing anything. And sad to say, this is how a lot of us black men think. Matter of fact, this is how a lot of us black people think and do. We sit at home, play games, smoke weed, wait on reparations that's never gonna come, and complain about white folks. Listen, man, we gotta do better. I hope that y'all had enjoyed the show. I just wanted to do a real quick live. Appreciate y'all. I'm out.
On the road, lately I've been on who I'm gonna rob if I don't blow. Yeah, these niggas really by my side, shit, I don't know. I got money falling out.